Welcome back to my channel, everyone. So today we're filming in a new location, and I kind of like it over here better than with the couch, but I also don't always have the Christmas tree. So yeah, anyway, today we are doing a Bratz doll inspired look. I have been working a lot on Drag Race articles and stuff lately, and with season 15 coming out soon, I thought, why not do like a Bratz doll draggy look? So if you guys want to see how I did it, just keep watching and let's get started. I think the best course of action for this look is to do my brows first. So I am just going to start brushing them so that they are kind of where they naturally should be. Since this is a doll-like look, I want my brows to look a bit painted on. So I'm going to use these brow stencils that I have. So I'm just going to pop out the middle part because you don't need that. Line it up with my brow and fill it in accordingly. And I'm going to be using an Anastasia Beverly Hills brow powder, and I'm going to use just the brown side of this here. So now I'm just going to go in with concealer. I got the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer, which I had before and I really liked. So we're going to put some of this on the lids, and then I'm just going to use it to go in and cover up some of these stray hairs, but really define this skinny brow tail that I have. And then I'm just going to blend it out using a angled buffer brush. So I'm just tapping it into place, not moving it around too much because we want to keep that brow highlight. So now I'm going to go in with the color Lumi from the Blue Moon palette. And I am going to just take a little bit of this and highlight right under the arch of my brow. This is a shimmery white, like blue duochrome. But I think if we're going to be doing like a Bratz doll look, we need as much shimmer as possible because their makeup was always super glossy from like brows to lips. Crease, I want this to be really precise and to have that really hooded, kind of like naturally squinty eye. So I'm going to take a couple different colors here, but I'm going to start with Clued In, which is the darkest blue, on a pencil brush. We're just going to lay out that really pulled out defined crease. And once I have it laid out, I'm going to go in and just pack color on top of that line. So now that I have the crease, I want to go in with a bit of concealer again and just clean it up and really cut out this lid. Hello. Thank you. Very carefully to not screw up what I just did, I'm going to go into the color Moonlight, which is this really light blue, and we're going to pack this on the lid. Very, like, I'm not pressing hard, but I'm going very deliberately in with this brush to make sure that the pigment is there. Now it's time for liner. This is really going to close off the eyes and make them look doll-like. So I'm going to go in with a pretty thick black liner just to really bring home that drawn out look. Now it's time for lashes and mascara. I'm going to throw this on real quick. This is the Wet n Wild Care Bear mascara. I still really like this stuff. I'm going to be using Faux Minx. These are from Ardell. We're going to put some finishing touches on the eyes in just a minute, but now I want to focus on our base and the skin. So going in with my Brighten Your Day primer, I'm just focusing this on the center of the face. Because I don't want to be extremely dewy, I do want to be pretty matte. And then of course conceal and define foundation. I don't know that I've ever shared my shade, but I am F4. So they go pretty pale and pretty dark. They have a decent shade range. And buff it all in with a brush. Now I'm going to go in with my concealer, and I really want to focus under the eye to make sure that it is perfectly cleaned up. Of course, we're gonna contour our nose, so I'm just gonna put the concealer on now and then start blending it out. Now that our concealer is done, we can finish up the eyes. I'm gonna go in with Fine China on a liner brush, and we're just gonna put this right underneath the eye and have it meet our wing. Finally, we get to contour, so I'm going into my e.l.f. quad with my normal shade. I'm just going in with a smaller contouring brush today. Pick this product there, and I'm going to start high up on the cheekbone, bringing it down pretty sharply, just so we get that really high, like, Bratz Doll's faces are kind of oval shaped, and I have a round face. Same thing with the jaw. I'm gonna go in and go right above the jawbone, then right underneath the jawbone. Making sure I pull it up behind my ear and then blend it down. Now obviously I'm going to blend this all better. I'm just laying out so you can see what I'm doing. Now that I have everything mostly blended, I'm just gonna take this clean fluffy brush and go right over everything that I just did to make sure that all the seams are basically non-existent. I lied about the eyes. There's one more thing I want to do. I want to take that white Lumi color and put it right in the inner corner. For the nose contour, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to take a small eye brush because I think it's easier to do it with. Dipping into the same color, and we're going to really thin out our nose. Then I'm just going to go in with a little brightening powder, and we're going to pop that on the end of the nose and right along that center so that we have that nice lifted highlight look. Now we're going to go in with a little blush. I'm just using a matte pink. I'm just tapping that on. We're gonna highlight. I'm using a creamy blue and white based highlighter. Just tapping that on the highest points of my cheekbones, on the cupid's bow, and we're gonna do it a little bit more on the tip of the nose. Now we're gonna do the lips, so I'm gonna take a little bit more concealer and we're gonna reshape the structure of my lips to make them look a little more pouty and more closer together. So basically you just cut off the outer corners of your mouth so that your lips look a lot more pushed together, and then just blend out the harsh lines. And if your concealer is a little light like mine, you can even take a little foundation and put that over top as well. Now we line. I have a dark pink pencil here, and we're gonna start creating that shape. So I did a nice rounded top and then cut it in on the sides. So same thing for the bottom. You're gonna cut it in on the sides and then create a nice round shape. Then we're gonna take a lighter shade of pink. It probably looks darker in the tube, but it's actually not. And we're going to go in the center, but we're going to leave the lines visible. And then to really finish off, I'm going to add a clear gloss on top of the center of the lips so it doesn't blend the two colors together. All right, so here is the finished look with the top. You guys can see it's just a little crop top that has these like rhinestone straps. And then I threw on my blonde wig and headband, and now I'm very Chloe. So if you guys like this look, make sure you follow me, make sure you subscribe, and if you want to see pictures of the full outfit, because there is pictures that are going to be on Instagram of like the full look that I have on, then follow me there and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.